That Marco Rubio is going to be tasked with delivering that message. So really a lot of different prongs here, Alex. I think it's easy to, with something like this to say, how are they going to enforce that? But it seems they really are getting down to business with it.
Well, in Mary Alice, we see the president now being surrounded by all these young children. Actually, Mary Alice, pause for a second. I want to listen in to see what he's saying right now.
You want to do this? Watch what I do, and then I'm going to give you some pens, okay? You ready? What a nice picture this is, huh, Governor? You ready? We'll do a good job. Wait, let me press that. I want to make this a really good signature, because this is a big one, right? Oh, I think we have a 10. We have a 10.
God bless you, Mr. President.
Pretty good, huh? I see that. Okay? Good. Now you're going to go out with the...
All right, so we just saw the president sign that executive order there. Mary Alice, I want to bring you back in because we see that he's surrounded by all these young children. But can you talk a little bit about the people that are in the room? We saw that backdrop. He's surrounded by women that were applauding. I mean, these are parents, students. It looks like an array. But who's in that room?
Several congressional leaders, not only members of Congress, but top leadership. Speaker of the House Mike Johnson, we saw, was sitting there. It seems like some Republican governors as well. But the backdrop, yes, these female athletes. We saw that often on the campaign trail. A number of female athletes, especially at the collegiate level, who would appear on stage with then candidate and now President Trump talking about how they wanted to get trans women, biological men, out of their athletics. I mentioned this earlier, but I do think it is really important to note that we're talking about such a small percentage of athletes. Some estimates it could be as low as 30, if not maybe 50 openly transgender athletes in college sports. I'm thinking about the governor of Utah, a Republican, obviously a very conservative state, who actually vetoed a ban like this that was written in his state legislature, in part because he said,
now, I don't like Trump that much, okay? I do not.
You on mute, Gerald.
But I agree with this one. I'm not going to lie. I know it's going to be some people that's not going to like what I have to say. But I honestly feel that the entire reason why they even created women's sports was to give us a chance, to give real women athletes a chance to shine in their own spectrum. And when you start taking people that are born as biological men, I do not care how many different supplements you take to change how you look on the outside, that testosterone is still pumping through your body, and that is going to affect your performance. If women could be equal to men, we would already play against them. We don't, because physically, we cannot beat men. So it was a huge disservice to most female athletes to start putting man or transgender women in our sports. And it was killing the potential and honestly the future of a lot of these women. So I feel like that's one of the best things that he has done thus far. Honestly.
I feel the same way. I feel like men are not just physically stronger than us, but their brains are completely different. Their anatomy, the way they're built, and it was just completely ridiculous. And even though I'm happy he did that, I feel like that really wasn't that important, honestly. We need gas prices, we need rent to go down, minimum wage need to go up, groceries need to go down. I feel like he's doing a lot of BS that really, like the news reporter said, it wasn't a major like percentage of people that was joining these women, like the sports. where it was just kind of like widespread. I feel like he's just doing a bunch of shit that don't need to be done right now. Like there's other executive orders that he needs to put in place. Like I feel like what he's doing right now is just kind of things that things that kind of how he feels, like his personal beliefs or whatever, but I don't feel like it's doing anything for us as a country. Like I said,
So you
I'm
think?
happy he did that,
So,
but that's not the most important thing that he needs to do right now.
Wait, so
well, I mean,
you don't think that that's important to stop boys from competing against
I
girls?
do. I never said that. I said I do think that's important, but do I think that's more important than getting inflation down? I do not think that. I
You know
also
that
said
takes time.
I I understand that, but you're not making an executive order to do things that matter. Instead, what you're doing is dismantling other things that has that can
In order
affect us,
to get
right?
inflation
I'm
down.
not, huh? I can't hear
That
you.
he's doing that in order to get inflation down. Every all of the other things that
No.
he's doing that to get inflation down. So
How? How is
the
hold
getting
on.
rid of the
pauses,
So
Department of
look.
so
Education?
the pauses that everybody was freaking out about with with the grants and with the welfare and all that other stuff, they did that so that they can check the books to see where the money is going, to make sure that, okay, these are legal immigrants that the Democrats for the past 4 years have been giving the money, in which aids in the inflation. That's everything that he's doing.
Illegal
So
immigrants cannot get welfare. They can't
Oh,
get.
hold on.
They
are you serious?
cannot. They
What city?
can't.
Are you
Hold on, y'all.
serious?
Ash, what
They
city are you
can.
in?
They have
Hold on,
been
Ash.
getting
I'm
What
in.
it.
city?
Absolutely
What
I'm
city?
getting
in.
Hold on,
welfare
y'all.
and
Hold on.
food
What
stamps.
city are you in? What
I'm
city are
in
you in, Ash?
I'm in Newark, New Jersey.
All right, so I'm not sure if that's a sanctuary city, but Chicago is where
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So it's
most of
not a
us are,
sanctuary
right?
city.
So listen, when I tell you
Jersey is
They
they
right
taking
were
our
next
out
to
here
New
getting
York.
property.
It's
And
definitely a sanctuary
when they
city.
out here
Yeah. No,
getting
but they
thousands
can't
on
get.
top of
They can't come over
thousands.
here and get housing and stuff like that. New Jersey, they can't come over here and get that.
they
For
was
the
doing
most
it in
part.
Chicago. They was
They
doing
were
For
it
the
in
doing
the
it
most
in
part,
city.
yeah. No.
Paid for it from the
the
government. The
the
government was giving them, putting it on the link cards.
I'm
Okay.
I'm
Yep.
saying they are giving so much money
Yep.
to them. We're not even talking about like hundreds of thousands. We're talking about millions of dollars. And the thing is,
Chicago,
this
I
money
went to a
isn't
city hall
coming from
meeting. I'm
nowhere.
sorry, Ty. I went
That's
to a
okay.
city hall meeting last year, Ty. I'm not making this up. At that time, Chicago was spending $450,000 a day
A
on
day.
housing illegal immigrants.
And
Do
where do you think that money comes from, Ash?
you understand that you can
Who do you
be in
It's
think
two
they
That's
coming
picked
not
out
from
their
us.
home?
that's not
Black
what I'm
people who
saying,
picked
right?
out their
It's
So
home.
coming from us.
when I said he's dismantling right things that he doesn't need to, right? When I was speaking about the Department of Education for one, right, which affects a lot of kids with disabilities and stuff like yeah, he's doing that. And
The
a
Department of
lot of
The
Education, to
Department of
be
Did,
Education,
honest, right
look at
now
the
is
education they
trash.
give Black people versus what they give white people. Maybe it needs to be something really
It
done with the
yes,
Department of
do,
it
do
is.
you
Education.
The
do,
Department of
do you
Education
know
is
how
trash. They
mm-mm.
do you
need to
know
be
how
dismantled and rebuilt.